China is building such a mega world project without America's knowledge, and America is not aware of it. This Hoover Dam was built about 100 years ago and is still protecting millions of people from the strong current of water. At the same time, it is meeting the electricity needs of millions of people. Storms, rain, tidal waves, floods, earthquakes, nothing can shake this dam. What is inside this dam? How did one of the most important structures in human history get built like this in the middle of the mountains? So let's see in what engineering process, and after facing hundreds of challenges, this incredible dam was built. Mr. John Savage selected this place in the Black Canyon Mountains, next to the Colorado River, after conducting a survey. Because this place is less wide, if a dam were to be built in a place with a greater width, construction materials would have to be used a lot more, and so the engineers chose this narrow place between the mountains. But it doesn't end here. At that time, the economic situation was not very good. Millions of people had lost their jobs due to the Great Depression, and right then, this Hoover Dam project created new employment opportunities for thousands of people. Hundreds of workers worked every day in the hot desert environment, risking their lives. Many workers even died while building this dam, yet work did not stop for a moment. Now, let's build the dam. Engineers use arch dam technology to prevent the dam from bending due to strong water currents. When a dam is built in a semicircular shape like this, those dams are called arch dams, because a dam built with this technology can slightly narrow its circumference due to the strong water currents, and can also expand if necessary. Due to strong water currents, the dam can also tilt like this, and so the width of the lower part of the Hoover Dam is increased slightly. As it rises upwards, it decreases. This method reduces the center of gravity of the dam slightly. As a result, the stability of the dam increases several times. Dams of this method are called gravity arch dams. After this, the height of the dam is determined. Although the higher the height of the dam, the more water it can hold, but the dam has to be built just as strong. While determining the height of the dam, of course, the height of the water during floods and heavy rainfall, and the height of the mountains are observed to determine the height of the dam. There are several advantages to a higher height dam, and that is that a lot of electricity can be produced. But due to the high amount of concrete, the cost of building the dam also increases a lot. And so Engineer Savage, considering all these aspects, determined the height of the Hoover Dam at 726 feet. So many challenges had to be faced to design the Hoover Dam. So imagine how difficult the construction had to be. To build a dam in the middle of a mountain, the rocks on the mountain's surface must be very strong, but due to hundreds of years of water flow, the rocks on the mountain's surface had become eroded. So the first challenge at the beginning of construction was to remove all these eroded rocks, so that strong, solid rocks appeared on the mountain's surface. And to do this, the craftsmen drilled with the help of a jackhammer and exploded them with dynamite. As a result, the eroded rocks on the surface became loose. Then, all these eroded rocks were removed with the help of trucks and excavators. The next challenge was to firmly embed the two sides of the dam into the mountain, and so the two sides of the mountain were excavated in this way. Since the structure of the dam is arch-shaped, the construction of its base began through this excavation. In this way, the structure of the dam became much stronger with the support of the mountains on both sides. But to support the weight of such a huge dam, a 135-foot deep excavation was carried out to extract solid rock from the riverbed so that it could support the weight of the huge dam. Holes were dug in the riverbed according to the shape of the dam. However, before starting this work, the river water was diverted to both sides. In this way, temporary diversion tunnels were created. At that time, huge drilling machines were cutting through the mountains to create tunnels. Thousands of tons of rock were being removed by blasting. The entire area then turned into a huge construction battlefield. First, the structure was built in this way for pouring concrete. Then the pouring of concrete began. But at this very place, a very big problem arose. And that is, As a result of pouring concrete in this way, the cement reacted with water and caused cracks in the dam due to the high heat. That is, if all this concrete were poured at once, the cement would react with water and cause cracks due to the heat. And so to solve such a big problem, engineers divided the entire dam into several blocks of 50 feet each. And then concrete was poured into the blocks one by one. This makes it take much less time for the concrete to cool in small blocks. Even to control the temperature inside these blocks, cold water is also flowed through steel pipes. However, finally, the concrete is introduced into these steel pipes, and the water is removed. As a result, the blocks become stronger. This method has worked so well that no cracks have been formed in the Hoover Dam to this day. The interesting thing is that this dam controls water for cultivation of 1 million hectares of land. This dam has created one of the largest man-made lakes. Due to such a large water storage facility, groundwater is recharged, which makes it much easier to grow crops. However, one of the most important parts of the Hoover Dam is its hydroelectric power system. Huge turbines have been installed inside this dam. When the water comes down from the height of the mountain at a great speed, the pressure of that water turns the turbine and generates electricity. And this electricity is still supplied to various cities today. The next purpose of the Hoover Dam is to control the flow of water. That is, this dam stores a huge amount of water so that people living in relatively low-lying areas do not get submerged due to the strong water flow during floods and heavy rains. But what happens if this dam overflows? No, there is no need to worry. There is no possibility of this happening in this dam, because 2 separate tunnels have been made on both sides of the dam for the flow of water at an additional height, which flows the excess water sideways, and therefore, the water level cannot rise above this specific height. This passage is located 27 feet below the surface of the dam. Not only this, the structure of the Hoover Dam can surprise you in many other ways. For example, you can move easily inside this dam because there are several tunnels inside it. The tunnels have some other features, and that is that some liquid currents flow at the bottom of this huge structure, which makes the status of the dam very unstable. And so through this tunnel, all the liquid currents are taken up and flowed out, which increases the status of the Hoover Dam several times more. Now the question is, has China built a stronger dam than this Hoover Dam? The answer is yes. China's Three Gorges Dam is currently one of the largest hydroelectric power projects in the world. Such a huge amount of concrete and steel has been used that many claim that it can be seen from space. This dam not only generates electricity, but also controls floods and facilitates the movement of large cargo ships. The most surprising thing is that China can complete such mega projects very quickly. With thousands of workers, hundreds of machines, and working day and night, they make the impossible possible. And that is why China has become a formidable force in the world in terms of mega engineering projects. And this is how one of the most historic structures in human history was built. If you like the video, you can share it. And if you like watching such mysterious, thrilling, unusual, and interesting videos, then subscribe to the Stories of USA channel now and press the bell icon next to it. So, see you in the next episode. Until then, be well. Thank you.